Welcome to MMT Chats. This episode brought to you by ISCAR with new ideas for machining intelligently. I'm Christina Fuges with MoldMaking Technology, and I am here with Canon Virginia's Director of Business Development, Wayne Daniel. Hello, Wayne. Welcome. Again, you're actually a familiar guest with Gardner and with me, so welcome back. So why don't we first, for people that don't know you out there, a little bit of your background in terms of how you fell into or made your journey to plastics and mold making.
Okay, so I've been in the industry actually a little over 32 years. So I've never not been in the industry. Ever since I started working, I've been in it, and can't see myself getting out of it actually. So most of my career I've been on the injection molding side, processing side. I've also spent some time in tool manufacturing, tool maintenance, tool repair, and most recently sales for tooling for Canon, Virginia.
What's the passion? So all that experience, what is your favorite aspect?
I think the complexity of it. You know, so I've seen a lot of things, I've done a lot of things, but still to this day I see parts and I think, how did they do that? You know, someone figured it out. So that type of thing I think keeps me going. The technology,
It's nice to hear you, someone that has longevity,
right,
that still feels that way about it.
Yep,
and you still see the advancements and get excited about there's still better ways to make things, right?
Yep. I was at a supplier last week and he said, you want to see some parts? I said, no, but he showed them to me anyway. And there was a couple parts I'm like, I don't know how you did it. So, yeah.
It's a wonder.
That's right.
All right, so why don't we get into a little bit about why you're here with me and a couple of the innovations at Canon. Primarily the shuttle mold system. So why don't we talk about what it is, and then we can kind of run through some frequently asked questions that are asked of you about the system.
All right, so yeah, Canon is here. We're promoting our shuttle mold system in our booth 207. So I guess first let me explain what the shuttle mold system is. So the shuttle mold system is a shuttling system that allows you to run two molds in a machine at one time. And when I say two molds, it's two independent, complete molds, not rotary table or any of that type of thing that you see out in the industry. And the whole purpose of it is to take advantage of the biggest waste within the molding cycle, which is cooling time, right? So your typical molding cycle, 2/3 of the time, the machine's not working, you're cooling the mold. So with the shuttle system, basically every cycle we'll shuttle the mold in and out of the press and do the cooling on the outside of the press. While that's happening, we're actually filling and packing another part. So with that type of application, depending on the situation and how long the cycle time is, we can up to double productivity with it. So
that's efficiency.
Yes, and it's done within the same footprint of one machine. And if you can double output on that one machine, your cost goes down.
Yep.
So what we're rolling out now, we have a new generation, next generation system. This new system has a new mold movement system for the in and out feature. So we're moving a lot of steel, right? Heavy amount of steel at a pretty rapid pace in and out. So we redesigned the movement system to be more robust. And in addition, we increased the size range which we can handle. So our previous version went from 250 ton to 350 ton.
Okay.
The next version that we have out is from 400 to 750 ton. So we have a demo running in our booth. Not a real machine, dummy machine, but yeah, everybody can stop by and see that.
How many shuttle systems are out there with customers?
So there's quite a few overseas. So this was originally developed overseas in Canon in our internal manufacturing. So Canon produces obviously printers, copiers, cameras. So there was a need for what's the next thing we can do to reduce cost? And after doing all the simple stuff and the low-hanging fruit, we targeted part price and we targeted the molding cycle and utilizing that wasted time. So there's several units out in the factories over in Japan for our internal parts production. We just recently commercialized this in 2019 due to interest from the market. So right now we're in the process of working with machine manufacturers. They obviously have to be on board for the integration. So, but there are some systems out there, and we have one in-house in our facility in Virginia right now too that we use for demonstration purposes.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's get to some of these FAQs.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Absolutely.
Maybe you can clear up some confusion. All right. Do water lines stay connected to the dies?
They do. So each die or tool independently has its own water lines. They stay connected. They basically run on a flex track in and out. Same with hot runner connectors, pneumatic connections, all of that stays connected. Yep.
After installing the system, can you run the machine like a normal machine?
You can. We don't take your machine hostage. You can simply turn the shuttle feature off and run, with a single mold as you would normally.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Can you use the system with an existing machine or mold?
It is possible. So the cleanest way, of course, is to have all this thought up front. Design the mold for it, integrate the machine at the manufacturer when you buy a new machine. That's by far the cleanest, easiest way. There is the possibility to retrofit and add it on. It's really up to the machine manufacturer and their willingness to do that. And also how old your machine is. The newer it is, the better, right? From a controls point of view. Something from the 70s, we're probably not going to do that. That's right.
I get that.
Yeah.
All right, so what is the maximum mold weight and machine size?
That really depends on the machine manufacturer. So whatever the recommendation is for that tonnage or that press, we follow along. We don't have any restrictions other than what the machine manufacturer already recommends.
Okay. Let's skip over to kind of the people side. So the past 2 years or so, there's been a lack of this, a lack of in-person connecting or education or servicing your customer.
Right.
Has Canon improved or changed or learned what they've had to do during that time to reach their customers and educate them?
So obviously, things have changed, right? So we had to make a strong shift on the digital area. So whether that's something as simple as online Teams meetings or something like that, we lost the ability to go out to customers face to face. We developed and really, not developed, but enhanced our digital content, our sales information, our promotional information, our technical information specifically to reach out to customers. Also doing things through video demonstration as opposed to on-site demonstration. So it's quite a challenge.
What do you miss most about, or what did you miss most about not having this in-person contact?
So a lot of cases it's really hard to understand or gauge what a customer's needs are. Whereas if you have a 5-minute conversation person to person, you can kind of gauge that pretty easy. One, what's their problem? And two, can you help them, right? And sometimes that doesn't come across via email or Zoom meeting or whatever.
There's a lot to say about body language and eye contact and reactions in person.
And not to mention, at an event like this, maybe you have some assets in your booth where you can say, we didn't have that problem, but we had a similar situation, and actually put your eyes on it. So.
All right, well, thank you, Wayne.
Thank you.
Now, before I let you go, I have one more request or question.
Okay.
We have our t-shirts for this show.
Yep.
That say #molds make a difference. I want you to fill in the blank, Wayne. What do molds make according to you?
#molds make products reality.
That's a good one. There you have it. Molds make product a reality. From Wayne Daniel from Canyon, Virginia. For everything mold making, visit moldmakingtechnology.com.